Chapter 18. Flight 316. 1. Newton ran to me. "Finnegan, are you all right?" "Yeah, I think so. I saw it coming. The light post took the brunt of the incoming beer bottle, only I didn't see who launched it." "Did you see who threw it?" "See the drunks on the bicycle up there? They looked like characters from a Florida beach. They looked homeless." I began laughing. Newton did too. And the more I thought about it, the funnier it was to me. "Sweetie, are you okay?" Nora ran to my side. I was shaking glass from my hair. The smell of cheap beer was a little nauseating so early in the morning. "Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. I was standing next to this pole. It hit the pole next to my head." "What hit the pole?" "This is beer. You're covered in beer. And glass. Oh, honey." I think I was collateral damage in an attack against Newton. I smiled at him. "Sorry, buddy," he said. "It comes with the territory, I'm afraid." He helped pick tiny shards of glass from my shirt with Nora. It was a normal morning. Cassidy was with Darcy, so Nora and I had left the house alone early Saturday morning to get breakfast at Sandcastle out by the pier. I could hear Newton as soon as we got out of the car. He was preaching in his open-air style in the park across the parking lot. I thought I'd say hello as Nora was giving the hostess our name for the wait list. I was standing there, leaning against a "No Motorized Vehicles" sign. 10 feet away, maybe, just watching, listening. My spirit calm, I was beginning to wonder about John the Baptist, what it must have been like for him, preaching counter to the culture. The sun was just starting to heat the air as it competed with the cool ocean breeze. About then is when the drunks used us for target practice. I looked after Newton pointed them out. Both were wearing cut-off jeans as shorts. Neither had a shirt or shoes. The one on the back was laughing hysterically. Both his hands he had gripped onto the seat behind him. His legs were sprawled straight out to either side of the wobbly bicycle. The driver of the getaway bike was standing as he pedaled. "I don't think I want to go in and eat breakfast, honey. I smell like a bar floor." "Yeah, well, we need to at least hose you off." She pointed to the water source on the pier. Fishermen used it mostly to clean off their gear or themselves to de-slime. "I don't want you stinking up my car." "Thanks a lot. I could have died, you know." "Don't be so dramatic." Newton laughed. "I'm sorry, man. I'm really glad you're okay, though." He looked at the post. His countenance was suddenly one of seriousness. He reached up to examine the post, touching it with only his fingertips. He looked back and forth from the bike path and the post, then over at me. "That's a little post, isn't it?" "There were a lot of factors in this scenario, weren't there? Factors that resulted in your protection, ultimately." Nora walked over to the post. "What the heck were they thinking? Should we call the police?" Her voice elevated as the seriousness of the situation set in. "No, don't call the police," I said. "I'm sure they could find them," Newton said, looking down toward the lighthouse, but they were long gone. Nora was nodding in agreement. "No, it's all right, really." I looked down the path. "Why would they have... This doesn't make sense." "Just drunks, Finnegan." Newton slapped my arm. "People feel judged when someone is preaching like this, but I guess you gather that. Yeah, they hate it, and some people just respond with what was in their heart in the first place. Hatred." "Nora," Newton began to ask, "were you going to eat at Sandcastle?" Yeah." "What do you guys order?" "Newton, that's not necessary. We can go through a drive." "I know one of the cooks. What do you order?" "I like to get pancakes and sausage," I yelled as I was walking toward the pier. "Okay then, scrambled eggs, bacon, and a large coffee." "Oh, coffee for me too," I called out. I turned to see Nora giving Newton a hug, expressing her appreciation. "You've really changed since we went to school together." "I have much more changing to do, Nora. God's not done with me yet." He turned toward me. "Not done with him either, I'm thinking."